Welcome back. Well, California giving the green light to spend state and federal funding on the nation's first high-speed rail line. The line will allow passengers to travel between San Francisco and Los Angeles at about 220 miles an hour. The first rail segment will be built in the Central Valley, and state officials say the train will be faster and cheaper than flying.
But isn't California facing the biggest budget deficit of any state in the country? So how can this state afford it? We're joined now by former California State Assemblyman Chuck DeVore. Good to see you, Chuck.
Great to be with you.
Without questioning the vision, the long-term vision of this, the numbers are frightening. California's projected budget deficit in May of 2012, $15.7 billion, up, needless to say, from 2008-2009. So public support has dropped drastically in this for support of this high-speed rail from 52 to like 38% in the time period you see on their screen. So how does that not reflected by the elected officials?
Well, you're right to point out that public support has dropped precipitously, and the reason why it's dropped is that back in November 2008, you had this unholy alliance of big labor, big business, and big environment that sold a lie to the California electorate. And what they told them was that if you invest $19.4 billion of California debt, you're going to get this high-speed rail that would allow you to go from San Francisco to L.A. as fast as Southwest Airlines with a ticket price of only $50. And just a couple of years later, we find out that that $50 ticket price is now $105, which is more than an average cost of an airplane ticket between San Francisco and Los Angeles. We find out that the cost of the taxpayer has more than tripled because there is no private sector funding. There's only $3.2 billion of federal funding. We find that the time has gone from about 2 hours to over 4 hours. So it's 3 times as expensive. The ticket price is more than doubled, and the time it takes is more than doubled as well. So this is just not a good deal for the taxpayer at all.
Well, you know what Governor Jerry Brown argues, that yes, we've had ballooning costs, but this is going to be economically great for the state. Going forward, we need to modernize. We need to be able to have business travelers who can travel quickly between San Francisco and Los Angeles, get deals done, and make this a place where people want to come and do business. What do you say to that?
Well, again, it's not a very fast mode of travel. In fact, this is old-fashioned. Rail is a technology of the past, not of the future. We're talking about a 4-hour trip that will probably be even longer because politics enters into this. And what ends up happening is you don't have an express route. You have a train that has many stops because politicians want the train to stop in their neighborhood. Now, the first segment is only 1/3 of the total length. And it's in the middle of California, in the middle of California's heartland, in between Fresno and Bakersfield, where, frankly, there won't be the ridership at all. And to add insult to injury, about a quarter of the money that was approved by the legislature, about $1.9 billion, doesn't go to high-speed rail at all. It goes to pork barrel projects in the Bay Area and in Los Angeles.
Amazing to see the estimated cost, $68 billion on the bottom of the screen. They do say 100,000 jobs created every year it's being put together. Chuck DeVore, thank you for being here, sir.
Thank you.